Beware, Scott, when the moon is full.
Oh no, not again.
It's a hairy situation.
Teen Wolf coming out to play.
Teen Wolf coming out to play.
I'm a Teen Wolf. I'm gonna howl today.
Hello, toy collectors and YouTubers. This is Film School 93 with another Authentic Legends and Collectibles toy review. And today's toys, we'll be reviewing Super 7's ReAction action figure of Scott Howard as a teenage werewolf in his high school letterman jacket from the 1985 movie Teen Wolf, starring Michael J. Fox. Here is Scott Howard as a teenage werewolf in his letterman jacket, taken from the 1985 movie Teen Wolf. This card looks great, taken from the actual movie poster from 1985, and then they did a great job on this. There's a Teen Wolf logo on his shirt as well, just to let you know what this is all about. It says Scott Howard Letterman Edition. Then we got that racetrack vintage deal going around on the card, like the Kenner logo right here, ReAction looking like a Kenner logo, and it's just, this whole thing, it looks totally awesome. Straight out of the 1980s from 1985, this Teen Wolf poster, and the Super 7 did an awesome job carding this, and it looks like they got the likeness to use Michael J. Fox's face because it's on the card. So let's make sure there's no bend, no tears, make sure that they package this right. I can always count on Super 7 to have a great card figure out of the box. So here's the back of this this card, if you will. Let me go ahead and see if I can focus here a little bit, and I might have to just actually take the camera off here, the tripod, and get a closer look. So yeah, here we go. So this is the card, and there's a lot of detailed, really great graphic designing that they did on this. Look at this pencil; it's like chewed up at the top, and as well as a 1980s blue pen. I'm loving this. This looks cool in this the composition book. And then here is the other figure that came out with Scott Howard as a basketball player. Now, in 1985, when I saw this as a kid, I did not like that scene. This hairy, sweaty, ugly-looking little teenager werewolf playing basketball, so I didn't want that figure even as an adult now, so I didn't buy it. I think if I get it later, I might do it later, but there's so much coming out from Super 7, so I want to have some extra dough to get these other figures that are coming out, so I'll hold off on that one for now, but that is available. So here is the back of the card once again, looking at the figure. Here he is, the Letterman, and I love, there's a little bit of notes here. If you get this figure, you'll be able to read the card. There's quite a bit on there, but the graphic design on this card is phenomenal. I think they did an excellent job on just designing this. I mean, there a lot of detail and a lot of heart went into designing this. And of course, there's the MGM logo, letting you know they got the licensing rights to do this action figure from MGM, and I'm loving this. Too cool for school. This is great. All right, let's take a look at this action figure out of the card and see what he looks like. I can't wait. So here is Scott Howard out of the package. Look at these paint apps. This looks so cool. I mean, I'm loving them in the Letterman jacket with the beavers there, with the beaver on the side, or the bee on the side looking for the beaver, and the face. Now, this face doesn't look so much like a werewolf, but okay, yeah, they got pointy ears, you got the Walkman, got the shades, but to me, this doesn't look so much like a teenage werewolf, more like a caveman. But that's okay because a lot of detail went into this. I'm really, really excited over this figure. Love the sculpt. Great paint apps. And if you take a look at the shoes, he's not wearing the Adidas shoes. Obviously, you got to get the licensing to have those. So it's just plain white shoes that he's got on. But the wrinkly pants here. And just look at this figure. Now, once again, like I said, here is the 5-point articulation test. We'll make sure this arm works. We'll make sure that this other arm works as well. And the head does not move. It's like a vintage Chewbacca action figure. So it can't move its head, which is fine, I guess, for what it's worth. But yeah, everything's going great. We'll go and move the legs here at the bottom to make sure that they work. Nothing falls apart. Nothing breaks. And this plastic is very sturdy, very hard. It's not going to fall apart or come apart like some of the other earlier figures that were coming out from Super 7 when they were with Funko. So I'm really pleased with how solid and sturdy this plastic is. This is a great figure, looking like a vintage Kenner action figure from the 1980s, Star Wars, 1970s Star Wars line. So this is just awesome how this thing looks. I'm excited for this action figure to be in part of my collection. I love Teen Wolf. I think it's awesome. Now, here he is close up with these other figures. So we got the werewolf from Universal Studios, and we got this Marty McFly Super 7 Funko action figure. Then we got their Super 7 Street Wolf, Motorcycle Werewolf, Biker Werewolf, I forgot, from the Worst 2 line. But these werewolves look cool. I love the Scott Howard action figure. I'm going to go ahead and just move these away from here so you can get a size comparison of Marty McFly next to this figure. So this figure is actually bigger than the Marty McFly figure, but that's fine. This is so cool to see this action figure in the flesh. Finally had this Teen Wolf action figure. I'm loving this figure. Its detail, I love the movie Teen Wolf. So if you guys are into werewolves, into teenage werewolves, if you're into Michael J. Fox, if you're into Teen Wolf the movie or any Kenner-size vintage-looking action figure, I highly recommend you pick this figure up today. I got the Teen Wolf Scott Howard Letterman Edition action figure from Super 7, where they have excellent customer service, super fast shipping. Just click on the link below and get your Teen Wolf action figures today. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe, and in the meantime, MTFBWY, always.